Hey, welcome to Mountain Beaches. I'm Norm, and we are here at Eagle Ridge, and it is Memorial Day today. And wow, what a change in the weather from yesterday to today. Yesterday we had 86 degrees. Just a spectacular blue sky, warm weather, just a great day. Today, clouds. Cloudy, windy, and lots cooler. We're in the 60s today. Quite the change, but still beautiful. We're loving it. I want to get you caught up because it's been a while. Okay, let's start here in the kitchen because this is where a lot of our time has been spent. Not necessarily working on the structure itself. We've taken a bit of a pause from that activity because we had some, you might call it prep work to do. We needed to get things ordered, things like cabinets and flooring and paint and figured out, and yeah, all that stuff. It just takes forever to make these kind of decisions. We've been working a lot on all of those and we've got it dialed in. So let me show you what our kitchen is going to look like. Right here, here's a picture of it, a 3D drawing. And this actually isn't even the most current. So we've gone with green cabinets on the bases. These are going to be an off-white up here, and I can show you a sample of the doors. The countertop, it's a quartz countertop, and we're going to do this same countertop here on the bar. The bar is the green lower cabinets as well. This took a lot of time to dial in and figure out. We have a very small kitchen, and you got to get everything in there and still have cabinet space for all your kitchen needs. Okay, here are the samples of the doors and the colors. This is the base, the green, and this is the off-white we're going to use for the uppers. These are the handles. We have chosen to use that, and this pole here, we really liked it, and these were discontinued, so Kim has been scouring the internet to try and find anybody that might have some in stock, and we found just enough. She's ordered like from 3 different people. We don't have a lot of poles that we need, but it took orders from 3 different companies to get the, 20-some total poles that we need. We found those, so we're excited about that. Let me show you the paint colors we're looking at. Okay, right here, we're looking at combinations of these. This will be our main wall color. We're looking at maybe some trim, maybe some doors. We're not quite sure on all of this. We're still working on that part of it. So what else have we been working on? Lots. We also bought a wood stove. And you might think, well, why in the world do we have a wood stove when we have the wood fire boiler? 2 reasons. One is we just love the ambiance of a wood stove and what that can bring in. But also remember, on a wood boiler with radiant heat, it takes a long time to heat up the building. So say we're gone in the winter for a month. So when we get back, getting that temperature back up to a comfortable level, it's going to take hours and hours and hours to do that. And so we thought a great option would be a small wood stove. And that we are looking at putting over here. Possibly, you can see the tape on the floor, possibly in the center of this wall. This is right here by the entrance. Ideally, we would like to get it over here in the corner. I'm not sure that will work because look what we have over here in the corner going up. We have all of our electrical wires. So that may cause that to be an issue, but they might be able to bring it out this wall over by the utility room and then go up. So the wood stove company is going to be here on site in a couple of days to do a site survey, and they'll give us their best recommendation on where we should put it. What else have we been up to? We have been shopping for a plumber. Original plan was I was going to do the plumbing. We're actually kind of getting tired of doing all this work, and we're wanting to get this project done, so we're looking to hire stuff out. We've hired a sheetrock contractor to do all the sheetrock for us, as well in the apartment as well as in the shop. And we have been looking for a plumber. We think we have a plumber. They're super busy, so we're kind of waiting for them to get back to us. There's a small chance that they might be here this week or next week. Small chance. So we're waiting on that. But also we bought all of our appliances. We found a scratch and dent appliance dealer in town, and we got all of our appliances: refrigerator, range, dishwasher, microwave, all of that for less than $2,000. Now granted, these aren't, the big state-of-the-art appliances. We don't care. So yeah, very exciting. We've got all of our appliances here ready to go, and we're excited about that. Another item, check off the list. Wood boiler has been running great. We've been going through more wood than I expected, but most of our wood is pine, softwood, burns fast. And so we've pretty much shut down the need for heat for this time of year. And I've got these 4 empty bins in here. We didn't use up all the wood we have. And there's our wood boiler right there. If you're new to the channel, we are using a Heatmaster G10000 that will heat up to 10,000 square feet. It's a wood fired gasification, so it does a double burn, has a lower burn chamber, upper chamber. That is working awesome, and the heat we're getting we just love it. Next thing to show you is here outside. Just finished this one up a few days ago. Look at that. We've got our outside lights for the barn door, and they are amazing. They are LED, 33 watts, but they put out, I think, like an equivalent of 300 watts each. So it puts out some good light, and we love the look. Okay, another issue that we've been having here on the property is ticks. You guys experiencing ticks? What we've heard is our winter was pretty mild, so the tick population is up this year. And I've found 3 on me. Kim's had a couple on her. Jazz has had a couple on her. If you have any tips or tricks for how to control or eliminate or get rid of ticks, I just heard a thumping noise. Not sure what that was. Let us know in the comments below what you would recommend to get rid of ticks. Another thing I'm working on here in just a moment, I'm going to get started on, is cutting down the ferns. The ferns are growing like weeds. They're like a noxious weed. And just over the last few days, they have just shot up. Let me show you. So yeah, we got to get these mowed down. They're all over in here, and over in the other section. Lots of these ferns. I'll get the mower and we'll get those cut down here in a moment. But look at these clouds. Yesterday was just gorgeous. Today, windy and cold. Cool. It's not cold, but the skies are threatening. Okay. I just discovered what the pounding noise was that I heard. Kim just sent me a text message and said she just saw a mouse in the trailer. Oh, we've had a problem with mice this spring. We've trapped 5 nights in a row. We trapped a mouse. One night we got 2 of them. So 6 mice. We thought we had it solved. And she just saw another one. She said it was a big, fat, chubby one. So we've got to put the traps out again. But I said I heard some pounding, didn't know what it was. That was Kim stomping her feet, scaring it away. All right, we're going to head over here to the tractor. We're going to get the mower attached and get cutting those ferns. All right, got this all disconnected. We're ready to go get the mower. Hi everybody, I'm Jazz. Jazz. Hi. That's a good girl. Oh, look at yes. Okay, so this is the main area that needs cutting. And I got to be careful over here because it doesn't show very well, but it's a hillside. And so I got to go down and then over. But yeah, weeds everywhere. Got to get those cut. I've been mowing the weeds and the ferns. Kim's been mowing the lawn. Let's take a look. Wow, that looks awesome. Okay, all the mowing is complete. Kim did the lawn and it looks fantastic. And I did the fields, so let's take a look. Next thing that I'd like to get completed today is I want to mark some trees for cutting down. These are dead ones or almost dead. So I thought I'd get, I've got some marking spray paint. I want to get that, put an X on it or something. And then I'll have to remember which trees to cut down when it's time to cut them down. Yeah, look at that one right there. It's way leaning. It's not dead, but it's got to come down. There's some more super leaners. Yeah, that one's not in good shape. It's not all the way dead, but it's real close. It's coming down. All right, that's enough marking for right now, enough to keep me busy for quite a while cutting trees. I've probably marked at least 20 trees. I didn't count, but it's got to be at least that much, if not more. And some of them are just for thinning purposes. Others are because the tree is either dead or dying. I'm going to get it down. Or they're just severely leaning. So that helps me identify them in the future. And we'll get those cut down in a future video. And that's just the tiny hammock forest that we have. We have so much more forest that needs thinning, and you just can't take it all on at once though, right? Here comes Kim and Jazz. Let's see what they've been up to today. So you want to tell everybody what you've been up to today? Hey, Jazz.
Oh, I mowed the lawn.
And it looks so nice.
Did all the weed whacking. Did the dishes. Taking Jazz for a walk.
Hey, Jazz. Hi. Hi. What you doing? Urgh. She's kind of full of energy.
She loves to run. If we don't take her for a walk at least 2 or 3 times a day, she gets the fidgets.
She likes to check out all her friends.
Yes, they're not our friends. All the ground squirrels.
I think they're gophers,
Well, I think we have both.
and we need to get rid of them. We've got some that are made their homes underneath the barn door, and we do not like that. We got to get rid of them. Here's another reach out to help from you guys. Give us some ideas on what the best way to get rid of these things. We went with a recommendation from the guy at the co-op. He told us to put a flare down into their hole and cover the hole, and then that'll kill them. Did that. Next day the holes were back, and the dead flare was was pushed out. So that didn't work. They didn't appreciate us doing that, but it didn't help. Jazz is over here trying to.
She's looking for her one friend that lives there.
Lives underneath the rock. I don't know what the best solution is. We don't want to put poison out.
We don't want to poison out because we don't want to have those secondary poisons, like if Jazz gets into it, or the rodent dies and another animal eats it.
Yeah, so poison is not an option. I don't know. We might have to resort to a 22.
Yeah, but we have to be a good shot.
Well, we'll get better. Practice makes perfect. Something like that.
Yeah, we hate to kill them. We're not big hunters.
No,
so
we do not like the idea of that, but we have to put a stop to it. They're destroying. Come on, Jess. Come on. Hi. Hi.
King of the hill.
Queen.
King of the hill.
Jess, you looking for bunnies? You looking for bunnies? See it?
Be camera shy.
It's a beautiful day today. It really is. It's low 60s right now, and we're going to have a high of about 72 today. It's just spectacular. Just a few little clouds up in the sky. Sun's out. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start working on firewood today. I marked all those trees, and we have some other trees that we cut last year and have been down, and it's ready to be cut and split and be perfect seasoned firewood for this year. We need to replenish our supply, so I think that's what we're going to start doing today. All right, it's after lunch. It took us all morning just to get ready. I had to get the bins out of the garage, the empty bins. I had to bring the wood splitter down here. I had to bring the excavator down, the tractor down, all the tools down. So there was a lot of getting stuff ready and greasing things. We haven't used this equipment since last year. So we're moving forward. We're getting ready to work on this pile of logs right here that we already had from last year, and we're going to start cutting those up. I don't think any of them are going to need to be split, frankly. They can all fit in our boiler as is. On the other hand, this cedar is going to need to be split. That's a large tree and a lot of good wood. So one of the tricks I use to make sure my logs are all a uniform length is before I start cutting firewood, I figure out the length that I want. Then I get a stick and I cut it to the right length. And this is actually the third year I've used this same stick, painted orange so that I notice it again and can find it because I just leave it out here by the wood pile. And then I use that stick to measure off where I want to cut, and I put a little spray paint and another one, and I just mark it off, and then I just know where to cut. Works perfect.
Okay, come on. Oh, you still want to play? You still want to play rough? You want to play rough? Play rough? Jeff.
Alrighty, got our work cut out for us with this one.
Yes, we do.
For those of you that may be saying this saw is too small to cut this, well, you're not wrong, but this saw cut this tree down. So there's that.
And I think maybe we need to spend some time sharpening the blade.
Yep, we will do that. This is our last log we're cutting for today. We'll get it all nice and sharpened before we start again.
Sounds good.
All right, that's the end of the cutting of the wood for today. We got about, I'd say almost a half a cord cut. We have a lot more to do for this coming winter, but this is a start. So
Bit at a time.
Yep. So that's going to kind of do it for today's video. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, like the video, and consider subscribing if you're not already. And if you are subscribed, go check and make sure you're still subscribed. YouTube does crazy things. So thanks again, and we'll catch you in the next one.
See you later.